Okay, so we're addressing the need of basically 1.5 billion people, which are smallholder farmers, and they make up about 80% of the global farms in the world. And they have a very specific challenge. They don't have access to markets, they don't have market information, they don't have the capital to invest and get out of this poverty cycle that is causing them basically to grow low-value staple crops. And one solution that has been emerging recently in Africa and other developing places is called contract farming. Contract farming has basically four components. Farmers receive the inputs that they can't normally afford on loan. It's sort of a loan. They get agronomic support to grow a high-value crop, logistical support, getting the produce into the markets, getting the inputs that they need to the farmers. And they're all part of a market contract. That's why it's called contract farming. They get an agreed price. That's a fair market price. So it's a win-win situation. And it's another way of looking at it is to say, okay, traditional farming methods, commercial farming is like this. You get a big amount of money from a big amount of land. And what they do is they divide it up evenly, basically, into these smallholder households. So they all benefit. It's a really high equity, equality approach. Just basically, another way of looking at it is the farmers are connected to the buyers, and the buyers connect them to the markets. And that's how these models work. As I said, it's a win-win situation. I think I said enough about that. But there's one specific challenge that is pretty much common in all of these setups and all of these models, and that's logistics. The connection between the farmer and the buyer or the organization that's actually doing the contract farming is a weak connection. Specifically with transport. You have rural areas, a lot of bad roads, and all these people are producing what the buyer needs to get. And so actually getting the information of when to plant the crop, how to get that so that it's an even supply over the course of the market is a real challenge. Our solution basically looks at this challenge as an opportunity to add value to an existing contract farming program. We basically take geographic clustering, which is a map tool, and we have a unique algorithm that helps the outgrower to make these decisions and maximize the resources that they have for steady production over the course of the growing season. How it works. This is how it looks on the screen. I'm going to show a live demonstration now. So it consists of an interactive calendar, which is here, where the outgrower organization can say, okay, these people are planting, these are the dates that they planted, and they can make those decisions very, very visually. And then the map itself integrates where their farms are so that they can plan the truck routes as well as the planting dates. So that the major logistical challenges are removed with this setup. And it's integrated to a text-based feature phone platform. So back to this. The farmers themselves communicate with this program. Their information, I am planting my field now, it will be ready in 2 weeks, is sent automatically to this database, and then the truck logistics are made, those decisions are made much easier. And so we're actually piloting this in Zimbabwe next year. There's an organization called TMG. They work with 1,000 farmers. And they're only reaching 10% capacity of what they can actually process with their tomatoes, their growing tomatoes. And they want to expand to 6,000. This is just an example. But with our help, they will actually increase their productivity by 1,000%, by 10 times. reaching that 150 tons per day. And you look outside of Zimbabwe or outside of our particular pilot, in Zimbabwe, 328,000 smallholders across